Hi, I'm Multinato and thank you for buying my Architect's Desk presentation for PowerPoint. This project comes with both versions in PPT and PPTX versions, and in the project folder I've included some elements which are the backgrounds of the slides, as you can see here, and your logo PSD. My suggestion is of course you're going to open up the project and you're going to see the layout, and you'll notice that I have this logo in the first page and all the rest of the other pages I have the logo down the bottom here, and at the end I have it over here. Well, what I suggest is I'm just going to close this presentation. What I suggest is you open your logo in Photoshop. It's a PSD file, and you edit your logo here in Photoshop, and I'm just going to change this color overlay so we can see that it's changed in our PowerPoint project. And just of course you'll edit this logo as you want. You'll include your logo in here, you'll change it, you'll put whatever you want here. I ask you to respect more or less the same size as this logo and to center it so you don't have to do any further editing in PowerPoint. Well, I just changed it to black, and all you have to do is just save. Sorry, can't have it selected. All you have to do is just save the PSD. It'll change the PSD that we already had, okay? And when I open my PowerPoint, all the logos should be with black, with a black butterfly, not the yellow. But I've already created a simulation for the possibility that if this does not happen, sometimes PowerPoint does have a glitch. And like I said, the first one did not change, and the second one did not change, and the third one did not change. This happens sometimes in PowerPoint. I'm not sure if it's a Mac version or I'm just looking, or if it happens in all the versions. I've really tested this, but it does happen sometimes. Sometimes it opens and it doesn't give this glitch. But anyway, as you can see here, in most of my slides it's changed, and it should change. But this tutorial is also to explain if it doesn't change, all you have to do is just select your logo, change picture, and go to the file where you have your elements. We have your logo, and let me just change the view and just change your PSD. You can activate this link to file and save with document option, so when you do change the PSD file, it'll change also in your presentation when you reopen the presentation. So just change that, and that goes for any logo or a logo you want to substitute. And just change picture, like I said, go to your elements folder, your logo PSD, insert, and it'll change. Okay, that's as simple as it gets for editing your logo quickly, so you don't have to go and delete these and put it in each slide as you go along. So it'll save you some work there. Editing texts, it's pretty easy. If you have any knowledge of PowerPoint, you just double click on a text and you just write whatever you want. If by any chance you want to change the background to one of the other pictures, well, just delete this and you can just go into your elements folder and just drag an image in, and don't forget to arrange it, send it to back, so you have your presentation all visible. This has got some pages, as you can see. I'm not going to explain them all. All of them are basic. Most of them are just basic text editing. I've chosen simple and elegant transitions for this slide. I don't think that PowerPoint presentations need to have very complicated slide ins and a lot of animations. And sometimes they get a little bit too complicated for the presentation themselves, so I'm just trying to keep it with the minimum good taste. What I'm going to show here now is how to edit your images in these smart objects, smart art boxes. All you have to do is just double click on this little image here, and it'll take you to, it'll open a window so you can change your images. I'm just going to go to a folder where I already have some pictures, and I'm just going to choose one randomly, and it will automatically fit your image without changing the proportions. The problem is sometimes this image might be horizontal, so you might need to format this picture. To format the picture, you just go to Format Picture on your top, yeah, Crop, and it allows you to drag the picture or even scale the picture up and drag it to the point where you want, and just click out, and it's done. So that applies to all your images. That's all you have to do, just double click, get an image, choose the picture, and if you have to rescale it, don't forget, like I said, don't forget, Format Picture, Crop, and you can format the picture very easily. As for editing all the pictures in this project, that's the way it works. So it's really easy and quick, so you won't have any problems with that. I've created a lot of options for slideshow presentation of pictures. There are not a lot of PowerPoint projects with a lot of image resources for slideshows. So I've created all these options, so you can just duplicate slide if you want more of this kind of slide, and you'll have the same options and so on and so on. So that's and that goes for duplicating slides. It's easy. I've included a few graphics and graphs that you can use to your advantage. At the end here, I've just included a map, which you can just print screen a map from Google Maps or Bing of your company location, and just add the picture like I explained before. You have here your information. As for image and text editing, pretty simple. And now I just want to explain one more thing about, just in case you guys are thinking, I don't have Photoshop to edit my image. Well, my solution is to keep you from having a lot of headaches from this kind of situation that you actually have to put your logo in and rescale it. What I do suggest is, if you don't have Photoshop but you do have another program that you do use image editing, I do suggest that you keep the same size. In this case, I will just tell you image size. This is 456 by 131 pixels. And if you save a PNG or JPEG, you can just do the change image like I explained before, change the picture, and because it's got the same proportions and I mentioned, it'll be a lot easier. You won't have to do any extra editing in PowerPoint. And okay, you've noticed, and this is another time saver, I've included the numbers, so page number, and if you duplicate, if I just duplicate this slide, this is slide 15. If I duplicate the slide, this should be slide 16. Automatically, all the slides have the numbers of them, except the last one and the first one, which I didn't put numbers on those. just to keep it clean. So any slide you duplicate will have the correct number already assigned to it, but this number does not happen that way. What you have to do is, after you've finished your layout, all your layers, all your slides, you've finally organized everything, you finally put in your pictures, the last thing you should do before you decide to to call it a day or call it the end of your presentation editing, what you should do is just select all the pages that have these numbers, which is from 2 to probably the before last, and go to File. You will see File at the top here. File. You have Page Setup. Oh, before that, as you can see now, I can see that I have 19 pages and not 17 pages or 20 pages, or whatever you want to decide. So I really want to change the 17 to 19 on all pages. So, like I said, just select all the pages that have those numbers. Just go to File, Page Setup, Header and Footer, and you will see the footer has 17. Well, let's change this to 19, which I consider to be my last page of the presentation, and I just do Apply. Not apply to all, because we do not want it to apply to the first one and the very last one. You just want it to apply to the ones that are selected. So just say Apply. OK, and now all the pages have 5 of 19, and it'll save you a lot of work also, instead of editing each little page. I hope you like this project. Thanks again, once again, for buying it. Any suggestions, any extra help you need, please feel free to contact me through my Graphic River profile message box. If you think that you need something extra for this project, feel free to contact me and give me suggestions. And if you like it, please don't forget to rate it. And another thing, this PowerPoint is based on a video After Effects project that I've already created. So just in case you're interested, I will include the link in the PowerPoint project page. You can see the animation that I already did in After Effects, and just in case you're interested, and if you don't know how to work After Effects, you can always contact me. I can always do the editing or the customization for you.